And we are live. What's going on, people? It is I, Jeff Johnson, the name you can trust. Let's get things started. Well, Marty and Ray can't be on the show tonight. You know, Comic Talk, they can't be on because Ray is out there bargain hunting in the comic book shops. And Marty, he having crappy internet, so guess who got controls? This guy. Let me welcome the rest of the guys on the panel. We have here the man, the myth, Marky 316. What's going on, brother?
Oh, I thought I was gonna get that horn thing, and all right, the last
The
one.
horns for the New York
Oh,
Warriors.
horns from the New York Warriors. Got you, brother. How's everybody doing, man? Hey, it's just one of those weekends where we're just like, okay, let's do this. Everybody's got things going on, internet problems. Let's talk a little bit. Why not?
Cool. Good to hear it. Next, we have our brother from across the pond. Hey, Nay, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing really good, man. Had a pretty good week. Some late nights, but it's all good.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay, guys, it's been a slow week in comic books and comic book movies, so we probably gonna keep the show short. Just get down to the nitty gritty, and then we let your guys go ahead and do what you want to do. So, where your guys want to start first? We could go on the movie side, or we could go on the comic side. I'll let your guys choose.
I'll start off with comics because I know mine's gonna be short and sweet.
Okay.
All right.
So
Out
go
of all
ahead,
the
I'll
things
let
that
you
I've read,
start, dude.
all right, cool. Out of all the things that I've read in the last couple of days, some of you have seen it on the Facebook page for Comic Book Fanatics. I talked about Neverland. I'll talk about that in a bit. But today I read through the coloured edition of Scott Pilgrim #1, and I don't know if any of you guys have read the black and white one, but this is so much better in colour. I don't know how well you can see that, but just the little things like Ramona's hair colour and just some of the art looks refined. It looks a lot better, not being in black and white and stuff. But, like, you can see the details and everything. They've redone the lettering as well, and I like the fact that it's in a hardback form as well. I don't normally read hardback books, but they've got it so it's stitched in, so it's good quality, which I hope so for the price as well, which is 25 American. So it's quite expensive compared to like a trade paperback, obviously. But if you compare, I don't know if you've seen the black and white versions, but if you compare this to the black and white one, it looks so much better, and it's up. To be honest, I think it makes it a much better reading experience, and I can't wait to get the next one.
Well, Payne, let me ask you this: Have you ever saw the movie?
Yeah.
So does the
It's only one of my
color
favourite movies.
So does the color version remind you more of the movie or no?
Yes, definitely. Because I think they've like tweaked it a little bit slightly as well to go with the the movie and that. Just some of the stylings maybe, but I think that maybe just the color. The color I think's just gone a long way. But whenever I read things, I always have like someone's voice in my head. You know what I
Alright,
mean? So,
cool.
like, I'm reading Marvel comics. I'm like fucking. I'm reading Captain America or whatever. I've got Chris Evans' voice in my head, or Guardians of the Galaxy, Chris Pine. Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I
I always
noticed
do
I
that.
do that
Yeah,
too sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Try to put some real, what you see on the screen and all that, and when you're reading the book, try to, get it in your head. No, I know, I
yeah,
get it, man.
Well, what
good.
about
I'm
you,
not crazy
Marky?
then. That's all right.
It's all right, man. It's all good. What's up, brother?
So what about you, man? What books have you been reading?
Well, I have read the Harley Quinn, and here's the Michael Turner sketch cover one, and all that stuff, and it's just what you expect. It's Harley Quinn, and it's crazy, and we're dealing with zombies at Coney Island and stuff like that, and I was like, all right, same stuff. They're continuing on with the zaniness with her and all that, but I really dug the Suicide Squad #1, the Rebirth issue. I really liked that, and then when the #1 came out this week, I was like, I think it looks like it's going to be a slow burn with that, but other than that, all the rest of them, I did pick up the Supergirl the Adam Hughes variant. I haven't read it yet, but people saying that like mixing with the movies in the TV show or whatever. So I'll take a read over this probably later tonight. Um, the Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, has been really good for me, and I've been enjoying the Action Comics story arc. Just not the Superman, just the Action Comics with the whole Doomsday thing and everything. The whole big fight it's spanning like 3 or 4 books now, and it's pretty interesting. Um, the All-Star Batman, shockingly good. So I did enjoy it. Was it great? I said no. I wouldn't say it was the best story I ever read, but it was definitely a good story, better than the ones that are going now in the regular Bat titles. At least I think so. Um, Other than that, the only thing on the Marvel end I've been reading is the Spider-Man and Deadpool, which I think it's been hilarious and funny, and you know, a lot of people can say, you know, well, it's the same shit and whatever, but I kind of like that zaniness between the two of them, you know, and the Civil War, the regular issues of Civil War, not the side ones. I know what was it? Was the Fallen? It's about the Hulk. It's at the burial for the Hulk, Bruce Banner, and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's
I heard that was pretty good.
yeah, that was pretty good. I did read that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, you know, it's just like everything else. I mean, everybody's talking about the Hillbilly 1 and 2 and everything, and I think the third issue is already sold out at the distributors already, and I think Midtown's already sold out of the pre-order. So, you know, that book is gaining some traction, and people are really interested in it, and it's been talked about between Undisputed Frost and Hollow Mouse to death, and they can't recommend that to, you know, they recommend that to everybody to get, you know. So if you grab a Hillbilly, grab it if you see it, because suckers are selling out like hotcakes. So other
Yeah,
than that,
they can't even order it from the distributors, so Diamonds
you
don't even
can't,
have
right?
it.
All right, all right. You got to jump on that. I mean, if you don't have a shop that deals with independents and you got to rely on the online stores, try to get it order in early as you can, because those things are just getting sold out like crazy. They're very low print runs, as far as I understand it. But other than that, I mean, as for news wise, I'll just pull it right up for you.
Well, while you go ahead and do that, some of the books
Yep.
I've been reading, I've been reading Supergirl and Suicide Squad, and it looked like that they trying to pull those from the movie and from the TV show. So,
Right.
we'll see how that goes. On the
Hmm.
Marvel side, pretty much Civil War. That's pretty much all I've
Yeah.
been reading. But Independence, Payne, you said it earlier. This book, Neverland.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that book is so good. It's a
It
retake on
just, mate.
Peter Pan. Yep,
Yes,
that's the
absolutely. Like,
cover.
you know, if you talk about Peter Pan, I'm not gonna watch that shit. I'm almost 26 years old, man. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking watch that. But this is fucking dope. This is
It
like
is.
they've got the characters, but it's completely different. Apart from Pixie Dust, which I definitely want to get on some of
So that's our recommendation, guys. If you could find Neverland, what about by what 451 or
Yeah,
457?
451 Studios.
451 Studios, Neverland. That is a good story, man. It is.
I'm annoyed though that it's only 4 issues. Hopefully they extend it like they do with a couple of their other ones.
I hope so.
'Cause,
I hope they extend. I hope it
yeah,
become popular enough that they extend it. But it seems
definitely.
like everything out of 451 is only a limited series because I think they also have
Mm.
one called Six, which I think is
Yeah,
about
that's good.
7 issues. They
It's by
have
the guy who does
Sunflower,
the Wire.
Which I like. I think that's only about 6 or 7 issues. And now
Yes,
Neverland.
the 7 one's coming out next week, I think, or this week.
Yep. So those are some 451. It's a little underground studio, man, and they're coming out with some good books. So
Yeah,
what you got
and the
for us?
artwork is cool as well.
Mm-hmm. So what you got for us, Marky?
Well, I don't think it was any surprise to anybody that Suicide Squad was going to be on top, even though, yeah, the numbers are going a little bit down, but they really didn't have any competition this weekend here. I mean, I was thinking maybe Sausage Party might take take it because everybody's really liking that film. But it is an R-rated film, so there's not much screenings with that, and basically all the adults go out to see that one, and it's just Ben-Hur. I do believe we had no interest whatsoever, and it's like you don't mess with a classic, and I don't care how they try to update it. It's just that wasn't going to pan out. So far with Suicide Squad, they took the top spot, and we are sitting at, let's pull that up. We are sitting at worldwide right now at $572 million. So it's probably going to cross over the $600 million range, probably either Monday or Tuesday. It's got some great traction in the foreign markets than us because we, it did take a little bit more of a dip, but it's a good sign. And also, it looks like Warner Brothers should be happy with it, but then again, we don't know. They say they had a production budget of $175 million. So then you have to double that, and then you have to take in consideration how much promotion that they did. And they did a lot of promotion, so just give a round figure. You could put another 100 in there. Let's just say they did another 100 million. So they're on par. I think they're definitely in the green. I don't think they're in the red. So, but there's always going to be some still talk about what were those Joker scenes that they pulled out. There are many YouTube videos out there that took parts from the trailer and parts from filming, because remember they were filming outside in were they in Canada or something like that? I can't remember. And there was a lot of scenes that people filmed with their cell phones, and some of the Joker scenes too, and that didn't make it into the film. And people put some things together. I got a good 15 minutes of Joker stuff, that we didn't get to see in the film. So hopefully those will be the deleted scenes on the thing, because they haven't announced anything about a director's cut, an ultimate cut, and David Ayers has stated on record that this is his cut, and there will be no director's cut unless, the studio says, oh, we're going to put the director's cut. So that about it on movie news. Everything else is just everybody getting ready for November to see Doctor Strange. I mean, that's the next one up, boys.
Yeah, well, but you know what? Even before Doctor Strange, we got September and October where all the new shows come on.
Yeah, we got all the shows coming back. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got all the shows coming back, and the big Walking Dead. That's gonna, my God. I can't even predict. They're definitely gonna break numbers again. They always seem to do every time they come back from a big giant cliffhanger, especially something like this. Who's getting the bat to the cranium? And
I still hope it's Glenn. Please let it be Glenn.
I want Glenn too. I want that guy's brain all over the place, man. I mean, I think everybody wants that, but
Nope,
Kirkman. Kirkman, the show, they're not following the books religiously. They'll throw a curveball at us, so we got to see. But I guarantee you it's going to definitely break all the ratings that they had. Again, it's going to be a huge ratings night. They might break the TV networks. Other than that, I mean, some great Flash news. They're getting a lot of good characters. They're getting some more characters that, some lower grade characters to come in, and once that happens, you see everybody fighting to try to get some of those issues. And I'm excited for the Flash. And Legends of Tomorrow. I want to see where they're going to go with Supergirl, with the TV show now that's on CW. The crossover, the singing episode. I still not can't believe that we're going to get a singing episode. I mean,
not watching it.
But you know what? Right. Besides the crossover and the singing episode, you know what I'm really looking forward to?
What's up?
Linda Carter is the president. I am so looking forward to that.
Yes.
She's probably going to be in like 2 scenes maximum. Let's not
I
get
don't
over
care.
it.
It's Linda Carter, man.
It's Linda Carter. I mean,
she's just going to be some woman in a dress or a suit.
That's probably. I think it's a suit for the scenes I've seen. But you know what? Yeah. I think, how old is she? Late 50s, early 60s? You know what? It doesn't matter. She still looks good.
It doesn't matter. She still looks good. What, are you kidding me?
Yeah, she still looks good. But you know what? I'm wondering. All right, there was a lot of people who was saying they didn't like Supergirl. They didn't watch Supergirl and all that stuff. So I want to know if y'all guys never watched Supergirl, and if y'all guys didn't, are you guys going to watch it now that it's going to be on the CW and it's going to mix in with Flash and Arrow and the rest of them?
Well, I've been watching it since it came on, so I was going to watch it anyway. I enjoyed it. That was me. I enjoyed it. I thought just doing the flying battle scenes on a regular TV show were very good, and they had a big budget now, and that was the whole thing. When you're on a big network like that, they had a bigger budget to play with, and now the budget's going to be a little low. But considering what they've done with the Flash, I think no one's going to notice the difference as long as they keep the stories in a good moving motion, and we'll see what happens. How about you, Steve?
Well, I think Kevin Smith hit it on the head in his little when he did his announcement he's going to be doing directing an episode. He said it really hit its stride in episode 7. He's fucking right. After episode 7, man, boom, that fucking show just took off. It was fucking brilliant after that. I mean, before, yeah, it was alright, it was watchable, but after that show, it just went into the upper atmosphere for me.
Yeah, they really picked it up after that, and I really like the actress that's playing Supergirl. I mean, she's just
but she's so adorable as well. I love her.
She's adorable, and she's got always the conflict of being under the cape, I should say, of Superman, and everybody thinks she's like Superman, but she's not. She's still learning. She's trying to figure some stuff out, and I just like the elements that they bring in and everything. And I don't mind these little changes that they did with certain characters. Jimmy Olsen being a UFC fighter size and whatever, and stuff like that. Stuff like that. But I like the villains that they brought in and everything. So and of course the Flash crossover was freaking phenomenal. I thought that was a
great episode.
Let me ask you guys this, and your guys in the chats, y'all could chime in too. How you feel about Superman popping up in 2 episodes?
Yeah, he's got
How you guys feel about that?
Well, he's got to be in it, surely. What I mean? You can't have Supergirl in Superman's world without Superman being in it at least, twice a season or something. The fact that you kept seeing him in The Shadow, which was just a CGI fucking, I don't know, whatever. It was a bit shit. But now they're going to actually have someone play Superman. I think it'd be a lot better. Even if he just pops in, like, what? How's it going, cuz? Good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean,
fly, go get some Chinese or something. That's better than just, Superman's here, but he's not really here,
Well, the way that they left it off and everything with everybody with this brainwashing thing going on and everything, and Superman is one of them, and Supergirl isn't affected by it. Yeah, they had to do something because, like you said, they showed the shadow, they showed his boot, they showed his cape, they never showed a face. So he's there, and so for them to bring in 2 episodes with this guy that's going to play Superman, that's great. I think that just gives everybody a little more literally, I think everybody gets a little more interest with that when you bring in the big giant Boy Scout into the mix, and plus with everything else that's going to go on. So that's going to be pretty good. Like I said, movies they struggle with TV. They hit it. TV they hit it. Yeah.
If they collapse with the movies, they can do fuck it. We'll do a Superman TV show. They've already got Superman. Boom.
Yeah.
CW could have 2 shows on a night.
Yeah. They could do it if they wanted to, but let's not hope that the movies don't collapse, because God damn it, there's some movies that they're trying to make, and I want to goddamn see them.
Yeah, well, that Justice League trailer looks good, but I thought the same when I saw the Batman v Superman. I was like, this could be interesting.
I know.
And then I saw it.
Well, Batman v Superman, the first trailer was good, but then they started showing the trailer with more stuff, and another trailer with more stuff, and then it just...
Yeah, well, they've only showed one for Justice League, didn't they? So that exact same thing could happen. I'll be pissed if I Hear You Can Talk to Fish is the funniest thing in the movie. If that is it, then there's nothing.
Yeah. And
You know?
please don't have that awful music playing in the background. That music did not go with that trailer whatsoever. I don't know who the fucking picked that music out. That was just, I didn't get that. But anyway, yeah, I hear you. You know, they learned, because you seen with the Suicide Squad, they didn't even reveal anything in those trailers. They just basically kept it to the same things that you already know, and you had to go see it. And then once we all seen it and we seen what the story was about and seen some other scenes that we didn't get to see, I think that's why a lot of people are liking it and or disliking it or whatever, considering on how you want to look at it. But as for Batman versus Superman, here's a question for everybody in the chat. If we all we got is that one trailer with that awesome one trailer that didn't give away shit, they didn't give away Doomsday, they didn't even show Wonder Woman, do you think it probably would have been more people going to it with just that mystique of, well, we know Wonder Woman's in it, but where is she in it? We know they're going to fight somebody, but we don't know who it is. With that mentality going, do you think more people would have went to the movie?
I think
Absolutely.
so.
I remember when I was a kid, movie
Yeah.
trailers, there'd be like the first 15 minutes of a film, you know, shortened into 3 minutes, and then the rest of it you have no fucking clue what's going on. Well, now you go see a film and you're like, yeah, it's kind of funny, but I've seen that trailer 10 times. But, you know, it just wears off on you, and you know, it's crap.
What they should have done with that trailer and showed two things. One, when he had the bat signal and Superman was in the bat signal, was his eyes glowing. They should have left it with that. And then when Superman went to punch Batman and Batman blocked the punch, they should have left it with just those two, and they would have had an awesome trailer.
Yeah.
Still
And
would've been
then
better
maybe
than the film.
maybe we just faded out when Superman was on top of the Batmobile and just, and then you see Batman's like, motherfucker, you just ripped off my doors, and just leave it like that and just say, boom, Batman versus Superman, and just left it at that. I mean, honestly, I mean, it's not rocket scientist, because we're in a digital age here, because people are going to be playing these trailers over and over and over and over and over again, trying to spot this, trying to spot that. So, guys, leave some imagination to us out there. I mean, seriously, if any studio, I doubt any studio people, but you know, if it ever gets around, guys, stop. We want to be surprised when we go in here. You know, don't give it, because I'm serious. I think everybody felt the same way. And you know, when that Doomsday scene came up, the first thing in my head's like I seen this. I seen this already. I know what's going to happen. It basically,
Yeah, like, oh, there's a Department
gave it away.
Doomsday come in.
Right. You know, it made no sense to show that. And whoever made that decision is probably, I don't know, giving out donuts somewhere on the lot somewhere, because, you know, that guy, whoever made that call, was ridiculous. That's just my feeling about it. But other than that, we beat that to a dead horse. Batman Superman's over, Suicide Squad is over. We have Wonder Woman coming up, and yes, that trailer was phenomenal, and hopefully we will not see more of that. I think that is the perfect showing of what we are going to expect.
Out of all three of them, she had the best theme music.
Oh,
yeah.
killer theme.
That theme music is badass, straight up Wonder Woman.
It's literally how you felt when you watched the Christopher Reeve Superman film. When that music comes in, you know that's Superman. And this trailer and that music, you know that's Wonder Woman. It's a great soundtrack for her character, and yeah, that's just awesome. Everybody loves that theme music of Wonder Woman, and I think they need to do this. They need to push Wonder Woman in, because this is a big deal. You screw up Wonder Woman, and I hope to God they don't. I swear to God, because this is like a big deal to them. And
Find a nail in their coffin.
you know, I just hope everything we're seeing, it looks good. They're keeping it into a period piece. They're keeping it into what, World War I. That's where you need to be with it. And then, you know, kind of like Captain America, you know, when you get to the end, you'll get her into the present time, and you'll see what happened, you know, because you know what happens after that. But yeah, I think it looks good. Patty Jenkins directed the film, and she's a very good director, and I think the perfect director for this film. So we just got to keep our fingers crossed, because I want a good Wonder Woman film, and I think everybody out there wants to see a good Wonder Woman film, because you need that. And not only just for DC, just for all female superheroes in general. because that's why you never got the Captain Marvel film yet. That's why you never got the Black Widow film. They tried all these superhero female films, and they failed miserably. So why not get the one that started it all? And you hit Wonder Woman out of the park, and I guarantee you, you're going to see that Black Widow. You're going to see, well, you were getting Captain Marvel anyway. We're going to get Cal Danvers as Captain Marvel. You might get a couple of more, here and there. We're definitely going to get a Harley Quinn and Joker type film or whatever. That's just a given because Margot Robbie killed it out of the fucking park with Harley Quinn. Other than that, I mean, everything's up in the air. It's kind of like same thing again. Wait and see how the numbers do, see if everybody enjoys it, and
You did
and all
bring up
that stuff.
something we could talk about real quick.
Sure.
Shazam, Captain Marvel. They was saying, I think it's either the next Superman movie, Man of Steel 2, that either Black Adam or Shazam's supposed to be in it. Now, this is just speculation and rumors, but what do you guys think about that?
All Superman films suck, so I'm not bothered either way.
And that is comic talk for tonight. Thank you for everybody joining. And no.
Let's talk about. Here's a question though. The Flash.
Yep. Yes.
Season 3. The main villain is another speedster. Right. Question: if they keep every season going to have the main villain as a speedster, and if so, do you think that's going to get boring?
Depends how they do this one, because it's gonna be Black Flash. It's basically Zoom.
It's someone else, isn't it? They cast someone
else.
Yeah, it's not Black Flash. They casted a different speedster.
That's gonna be interesting.
What make
All right. Well,
what make you think it could possibly be Godspeed?
No, they
too
said who it was.
soon.
They said who it
I
was?
wish I remember who it was. Yeah, they said who it was. Hold on, let me
I thought it was
talk
Black
about something
Flash.
else while I have a look.
Yeah. Take a look for that. I'm in now. I'm curious because I haven't heard anything on that yet. But that, yeah. You know what? What we're going in third season with Flash. I think we can all say we all enjoying the Flash. There's many other rogues out there. You don't have to necessarily go with a super speedster to go against Flash. You can have other people screwing up his world, and that's just my feeling about it. I think they got a very good thing over there, and just the stories and the villains and his backstory are very interesting because things can get screwed up. He can go back in time and screw things up and have that flashpoint, which we're going to get. We're going to get some flashpoint paradox here. Things are going to be a little bit different.
But I think this whole season should be nothing but the flashpoint. And if they do make a season 4, make the main villain Grodd. I want to see Gorilla City. I want to see Grodd.
I know. I'm with you on that. I think we all want to see that. But again, we're dealing with special effects and budgets and stuff like that, but you never know. Hey, you never know. All right, what you got up there?
Yeah. All right, yeah. Flash main villain will be Savitar, different from previous speedster villains, but he's still a speedster. So
okay,
you can go read the article yourself. It's on comicbook.com. I'm sure you can find it. But yeah, basically just another speedster. Honestly, like you guys have said, there's other villains that he could use. I think doing another speedster is it's going to be the same, innit? Because season 2, although season 2 was good, there was a lot of similarities to season 1. And if they do that again, I think that's going to be boring as fuck. Especially when you know they're going to do the Black Flash at some point. He may be in season 3. They haven't quite said, but he's not going to be the main villain for season 3.
Mm-hmm.
So somewhere down the road, you got to expect him to be in it. But
well, it all depends.
That would be a fucking amazing. Even if they do half a season on that.
How about not only Grodd? How about definitely we want a Grodd, but definitely we want to see the Rogues teaming up all together, all of them.
Well, Captain Cold's dead now, so.
Well, technically not now because they
can bring him back.
They brought him back, kind of technically. He did die in Legends, but he's not really dead yet. And the timeline has changed now since he changed the timeline. So we'll see how this goes. And they're bringing in the Top. Remember that? And they're bringing in the Mirror Master. So I would love to see the Rogues like they did in the comics and just all team up and just go after his ass too. That would be an awesome season, just with the Rogues fucking with his shit every fucking day.
I'd just be
And then
happy with
coming
more
down
Captain
to a
Cold.
big fight, and then coming down to like a big fight or something like that, you know. And the Flash just beats the shit out of him anyway.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I
you
hope
know
Captain
what?
Cold does come back.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad they killed off Captain Cold from Legends because I like him more as a bad guy than a good guy.
Yeah, definitely. If they're bringing him back, they've got to bring him back full bad guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
full bad guy.
bring him
Yeah,
back full bad guy.
full bad
'Cause
guy,
he
but
was dope
still
in the
with the
first couple
code.
of episodes.
Still with that code of his. He will not kill the Flash. He will just make his life miserable. That's it.
Yeah.
So, and that's
But
cool. That's the cool thing.
let's flip over to the Marvel side. What you guys looking forward to? I mean, there's Agents of Shield, there's Doctor Strange. Anything else you guys looking forward to from Marvel?
When's Cloak and Dagger out? I want to watch that.
Good question.
And Runaways. Why aren't we talking about Runaways?
On Hulu, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone thought it was
So,
going to be a movie.
That would be quite
It's a
interesting.
TV show.
Have any of you guys read the book? Because I'll be honest, I never read Runaways.
No, I'm not. I have not read that book, so I'm out of this conversation.
I have read a few stories of Runaways. It is very interesting. The fact that all the kids seem to be completely against evil shit when all their parents are evil is a bit weird. But yeah, they're really fun stories, you know, just like, especially I think for like teenagers. I think it's because I've read most of it when I was a teenager. For teenagers, I think it's really good. I think it would definitely be a teen-based, you know, for a teen audience. It won't be for an adult audience. But it would be interesting just to see how they incorporate that, what bad guys they'll use, and how they match it up with the rest of the universe. Is it going to be like the Netflix shit and just seem to be in its own TV world, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. be in its own TV world, or will it, you know, mix with the others? I don't know what this Hulu shit's all about. I don't know who owns that. We don't have that over in the UK, but it'd be interesting if they mixed it up. Maybe, you know, saw Ghost Rider's car drive past one day, you know, that'd be,
Right.
you know, it's something, you know.
And yeah, I'm with you on that too. I'm surprised it went on Hulu and not Netflix, since Disney does have stake in Netflix right now, and that's why we're getting all those Marvel shows and everything. But that's cool, you know, that gives us another platform, and that's good for Hulu because people will maybe come over and get their subscription service and all that stuff. I mean, that's
So what,
cool
Hulu just
thing.
like Netflix, is it?
Hulu is basically all the basic channels out there, and instead of you get that and original content, they do have original content. They actually did that Stephen King novel where the guy traveled back in time trying to stop the assassination of President
that was
Kennedy.
Good. That was good.
Yeah, that was really good. What was it? 11/63. The date where
The day
Kennedy
he got shot.
The day he got shot.
That was the name of the show.
Right.
No, I think with James Franco, whatever his name is.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and that was surprisingly good.
Now
you
we
know,
all
my
look
wife
stupid
is,
because we can't remember that show or the date when Kennedy
I
got
know.
shot.
I know we look like a bunch of dumbasses. Sorry, history buffs. Send me a memo. Anyway, so what they basically do is take basically normal programming out there, and basically instead of 10,000 commercials in it, you may got like one or two, but you can play for a premium service and just, you know, literally if the new episode is tonight, you will able to watch it tomorrow. So, and you don't have to worry about a DVR and all that stuff. And now they're getting some original content. And also, you can watch some movies on there and stuff. It's almost like Netflix, but not really, you know. But they
Right.
deal with a lot of the current stuff that's on there. So, it's just another alternative streaming service. And you know, me and Jeff have talked many times off air about the whole thing with streaming and all that, and with cable companies charging so much for cable and your premium packages. I mean, people one day just is going to say, "Screw you! I'd rather pay $7 here." $8 or $9 for Netflix, $10 for WWE at whatever, $10 for HBO and all that, and I'm under $100 and I get all these channels that I do watch instead of the hundreds and hundreds of channels that you don't watch and you got to pay for, and just pay for the net, and you know, and your bill will probably be about $100 or less. If you know, that's what a lot of people are doing right now, and I think the more and more of these shows and these channels and these apps and everything come out. I mean, it's just everybody's just going to buy internet service and have everything streaming soon. I mean, it's just getting to that point. That's just a little technology right there. You know, we won't get on to that subject. That's another 4-hour discussion.
On a side note, I'm looking at that comic book guy. He was talking about he was waiting for Power Pack. Just joking. Let me tell you, if they were to make a Power Pack TV show and don't make them as kids, make them as like teenagers, I will watch it. I like Power Pack. There's nothing wrong with Power Pack. Well, you know
Yeah,
what?
it's funny you should mention that as well. Yeah, somewhere at the back of this book, Brian Lee O'Malley, or whatever his name is, said how much he loved reading Power Pack comics. That was one of his inspirations.
And you know what? And it's funny too. In Civil War, choosing size, they got the Power Pack kids on one of the covers, on one of the variants. So I wonder if they throw in hints that they might bring them back.
That's your top speculation tip right there.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Boys and girls, pick up Power Pack #1, just in case.
You never know. I think we're all under the rule of thumb right now because everything is just so unexpected right now. You don't know who's going to get, who's going to be the next big thing. Everybody's going to go out. My advice is if you're at a shop and you know that book has a first appearance, regardless who it is, and it's $1 or less or in a quarter bin, just pick it up. I mean, you never know. I mean, we're talking about the major books. As for the independents, those are the ones you gotta be careful out there because everybody just gobbles them up and they think they're going to be the next Outcast or Walking Dead and all that stuff. Some of them are. Some of them you hear news out there that they're going to be getting a movie, they're going to be getting a TV show before they even get released and stuff like that. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
Why Neverland?
Good example, Ghost Rider on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with Robbie Reyes.
Yeah.
That's the most popular one.
No.
What happened?
And that book was a quarter bin and $1 bin before that friggin' thing got announced. Now forget it. What is it? A $15 book now or something like that? A $10 book?
Good. That's profit. I like profit.
I know you like profit.
Yeah, when I started getting back into comics, that series came out, and I subscribed to that one. I've got every issue 1 to 12 or however many it is. So I can't wait to flip that bad boy and put it on something I really want.
True.
Get me some of them Silver Age goodness.
Okay, guys, we got people in the chat, Frost and James. They want to know a little bit more about Power Pack.
Oh, go hit it, guys. I don't know nothing. You guys hit that.
Me neither. I got Scooby.
Oh,
none of your guys
it's
know
all
about
on you,
Power
Jeff.
Pack. I
don't know nothing.
4 little kids who I don't even know 100%, but I believe they have powers. We all know that. 4 kids who got powers and they learned how to deal with it, right? Halfway through the series, their powers got mixed up. So the boys, they switch powers. The girls, they switch powers and all that stuff. And then I believe later on, towards the end, one of the kids died. I believe it was one of the oldest boy. He died. So that's pretty much it, man. Anything else, you guys, you got to go to Comic Vine. ComicVine.com. You get all the information you need about Power Pack. That's all I know off the top of my head, from what I can remember, because that book came out back in the 80s.
Wikipedia also helps too. They have a whole catalog of history on some of the heroes out there.
If you want to learn about comics, don't come to our show. Go on Wikipedia.
Yeah, all right. No, don't watch this now. Why the fuck are you all watching this now? You should be watching SummerSlam and shit like that. What the fuck?
Little interesting tidbit. Julie from Scott Pilgrim. Shit, where did it say it? She was named Julie Powers both because it rhymes with flowers, as in Ramona Flowers, and is a homage to Julie Power from Power Pack, an old Marvel comic that ruled my life when I was young. That's a quote from Brian Lee O'Malley. So yeah, it can't be that bad. It ruled his life.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, get on that shit, people. Buy your Power Pack comics, read them.
Oh, and I was corrected. They got their powers from an alien. So thank you, that comic book guy. See, we all learn from each other. Not everybody know everything. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
So Netflix, Luke Cage, and the rest of them. You guys looking forward to that? I believe
Luke
Luke
Cage
Cage
Yeah,
looks
is
so
next month.
fucking dope. I can't wait. And
I know
especially
I
now as
know
well. And
zero
Bulletproof Black
about Luke
Man.
Cage besides what I've seen and on Jessica Jones. So I'm excited. I'm really digging what they're doing on Netflix with the Marvel shows. I really like it. So that I'm definitely be watching. And Jeff, I know you're going to be watching too, my friend.
Oh yeah. I'm even though it's just rumors, but I heard they making pilots for She-Hulk and for White Tiger.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who knows? I would
The
love to
She-Hulk
see
I can
She-Hulk.
see. I can see the She-Hulk. That would fit perfect into that, if you want to call it the Netflix universe. That fits perfect for her because, she does have that kind of like lawyer background and whatever, and it's, I think everybody would like to see that. That's just my thing. But yeah, I mean, and let's not forget the Punisher series that they're going to
Oh
do, a
yeah.
straight out Punisher series. So who knows what's going to be up with that and how violent that is, and if we get another scene like that jail cell scene, holy shit!
I want one of those for the rest of
I,
You know what?
I,
That might be a thing.
wow.
You know, like with Daredevil season 1 and 2, like he had the hallway scene, and then he had the fight scene with the stairs.
stairway
So
scene.
it might be an ongoing thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you
want
have to
every
have a
episode.
scene with a
More of it.
stairs, a jail cell, or some crowded small place and just beat the living piss out of each other.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But here,
Let's
how
see.
would it work with She-Hulk? Because obviously you're gonna have
She-Hulk?
yeah, because the Hulk's obviously got to be in it, isn't he? You know what I
I'm
mean?
Yay and nay, you can just mention him. You don't have to really show him.
No, you got to show her getting her powers, man. You can't just have. Oh, by the way, he's a She-Hulk. It's not
True.
gonna work.
I'm
True.
You
thinking
need to do her origin.
introduce her in the movie.
Mm.
Introduce
Mm.
Jennifer Walters in the movie, let her get the blood transfusion, and then leave it like that. And then in the TV show, she Hulk out.
Right. Or you can just, instead of doing it in a movie, you can have like some kind of like little scene, get Mark Ruffalo to come in as Bruce Banner,
He needs to be in it
just
a
for
lot,
once.
at least for the first
Right.
couple of episodes. He needs to be in it a
Right.
lot, not just a scene here and there, like full on, like every other scene.
All right. I mean, just show that blood transfusion, whatever, and just get that thing going. I mean, you don't need to do a CGI Hulk, except for She-Hulk, of course. But you really don't have to do that because you just have to paint her green.
Yeah,
You know?
just get some
Honestly, that's all you have to do. You don't have to have her fucking go apeshit fucking bonkers and everything
That's
like
it. You just
that.
need to
You don't.
find a tall, muscular woman, maybe from like
Right.
One of those
MMA or
old
something.
American gladiators. Just paint them green.
Right.
No,
Correct.
I want her young, not old.
Well, you know what I mean. Be like
Yeah,
Lou Ferrigno.
you need a tall one. I would say, you could say a couple of them out there. I mean, if we want to talk UFC, Christine Cyborg would be perfect. But I think that's too much. I think that's too much. You need you can't have that accent and everything like that. But you need someone tall, like, oh, what was her name? Forgive me. That badass Terminator film, the third one, where what was it?
Oh,
There was
the
the
blonde
female
hair girl.
Terminator.
Yeah.
Right. Some person like that, tall, and a little muscular and all that. Not too much. You don't want to overdo it because remember, she's also got the beauty also. So you want to have, a little bit of everything. But then again,
Gina
hey,
Carrera.
I don't own these characters. So who knows what they do? But that would be. To me, it would be a good fit to put in She-Hulk in the Netflix shows or somehow like that. That's just my thing.
When is Luke Cage out?
September 30th.
Oh,
All right, guys. I'm going to talk about a subject. It might be a little sensitive for some of your guys, and if your guys are offended by it, I apologize ahead of time. But
Okay.
people are going ape shit over this Disney actress who played Mary Jane. Why? I have no fucking idea why people are going crazy over this girl.
It's
I mean,
the
it's
whole
like everything else.
diversity thing, innit? When they introduce a character, I don't know where's she from.
I don't know. She used to be on one of the Disney shows.
Okay, that's Disney influence on Sony right there, then, isn't it? But I don't
Yeah.
know. Like at first, I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, I thought, oh no, it's not gonna work. Mary Jane, she's a white chick with ginger hair. Why can't they just cast a hot, a hot ginger chick? Well, obviously, I don't know. She's gonna be underage now, so I can't say that, can I?
Like we said, we did
Oh,
warn you at the
wow.
beginning of this conversation. Yes,
Yeah, but
there
you know
is
what? I
warnings of
saw,
this
yeah,
conversation.
but you know, I saw a picture of her with dyed hair. They dyed her hair. I don't know if it was for some fan doing it or if it's actually her.
Probably fan
But
art, yeah.
yeah, but actually, she didn't look, out of place. You know what I mean? She seemed, it looked reasonably natural as part. If you're like looking for going from the comics to that, to me, it didn't. I didn't like really. I don't know. Care.
Yeah. I think it all comes down to on how the character portrays that person,
Mm.
that actor portrays that character. They've been doing this for a while now. I mean, we can, Perry White. We got Lawrence Fishburne playing Perry White. We have the Supergirl TV show. We have that guy playing Jimmy Olsen, and and they change these little things here and there. As long as the story works and the character and the actor plays that character to what we know of what the character can do, I'm fine with it, and it
Mm.
doesn't matter to me. I mean, yeah, there's some things that maybe should not be, but you know what? If they think it's good and good chemistry between the two actors, because you definitely have to have chemistry between Tom Holland? Is that's what his name
Yeah.
is?
Yep.
Tom Holland.
And in this
I
character
present.
right now. So if they got the chemistry that they know that they can work and act together, that's all it means, man. I mean, it doesn't matter what race, color, creed they are, as long as they can act and do the scenes that we all know and read in the comic books. And nobody complained about Sam Jackson being Nick Fury.
Now, no,
Because he's
because he's
Sam
like
fucking
baddest
Jackson,
motherfucker
because
you
he
can find.
acts. He
Yeah.
knows how to act. So nobody gave a shit back then. So nobody should give a shit about now. Be lucky we're getting another Spider-Man film after that atrocity that they fucking put out, that fucking ridiculous, I don't know what the hell that was.
I'm half of the
And
United Kingdom. I
Robot Rhino.
apologise for Andrew Garfield.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, be lucky we're getting that. Be lucky, actually, we should be happy that film happened because it was such a crap fest that Sony shit their bricks and went crying to Disney and say, okay, guys, we need your help. We're fucking it up. And now Marvel's got Spider-Man back. So in a way, we have to thank that film instead of bashing that film a little bit. We have to give a little thanks to that, because if it wasn't for that bad fucking film, we wouldn't have Spider-Man with Iron Man in Civil War, and can do vice versa with them. And hopefully this will bring back the Spider-Man franchise back on track and get everybody interested again. Obviously, he was great in Civil War. I enjoyed his part. I thought it looked and felt like Spider-Man to me. That's just my thing. But we'll see. I mean, you know what? Now Marvel's doing it, so people should basically say, "Oh, okay," question it a little bit. But then again, remember who's running it now. It's not Sony. Sony is doing it, but now Marvel has their "you can't do that" routine. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to help them, guide them in the right path. So I guarantee you, if they had a problem with that, they wouldn't say, "Okay, this actress can't play Mary Jane." So let's give it a benefit of the doubt. Let's see what we get, and let's hope for the best. I mean, remember, it's just a story, people, and that's what it counts. If the story's bad and she acts bad, yeah, then she can get easily replaced or whatever.
Mm. But it's like the other way around as well, isn't it? A
Yeah.
lot of people were complaining that Hollywood's whitewashing, in Doctor Strange. But looking at the fucking cast of actors they've got, fuck me, if
Scarlett
that's not a good
Johansson
film.
doing Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, that as well. What's that new thing with Matt Damon with the Great Wall of China?
Oh yeah, that yeah.
That's kicked off a lot of stink, innit?
You know what? I seen that trailer. Visually, it looks great. I have no interest whatsoever to go see that film.
I will
I
download
don't.
it for free at some point.
I mean, I don't have any interest. I mean, it might be a visual masterpiece, and Matt Damon, we all know he can act, but I have zero interest in that film whatsoever. But
Uh,
I say that now. When the fucker comes out, I'll be the only one online. Hey, I'm going to see Wall of China today. And then I'll eat crow, and then everybody say, "You said you weren't going to see that." Okay. So, but it's just, yeah, everybody just, it's kind of like with the comics, how they're doing with, like, they're gonna Iron Man, that they're having the, what's her name? Who's gonna take
Riri.
over Iron Man? Right. And everybody flipped out over that. Everybody flipped out of Thor being a female and everything like that. I mean, everybody. There's just stories. I understand there's certain things that you want to keep the same, but if you keep it the same and don't change things up, it's just going to be this boring flat line. So give a little excitement, give a little things a difference, and we'll see where it goes. But as for the films, look, Marvel's on that, man, and I can't. If they thought that was a bad idea, they wouldn't have done it. So let's give it the benefit of the doubt, and because it doesn't seem that Marvel can't do any wrong right now. I mean, it doesn't matter what they put out. They're putting out good friggin' movies with a good story, and people are interested in it. And I mean, they're just taking these characters that you never thought would ever get a movie in their entire lives, and then they become a friggin' big hit because they were good stories.
Exactly.
So you got to take it with that, and I hope Warner Brothers can just start to take a page out of that and say, yeah, you can have the biggest cast and the biggest budget in the friggin' world. If you don't have a good effing story, no one's gonna give a shit. And that's the problem with Warner Brothers. I mean, they get in the cast, they get in the money, they got to get the stories. They got to get the stories right. So I hope they started with Wonder Woman. Now that we got Jeff Johns, basically being big guy, he's being the big Kevin Feige guy, and for Marvel, you got to need that guy to just step in and say, nope, no, yes, no, you're friggin' kidding me. You're going to do that shit? Who fucking wrote this Martha crap in here? That guy, get him out of here. Get him out. Get him out. So, that's what I'm saying. So let's see how everything goes, and everybody just, hey, it's their properties. They can do what they want with them. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. I mean, we can bitch and moan and all about it, but it isn't going to change the fact that this person is going to play Mary Jane. So, originally,
Exactly.
what was it? It was originally, wasn't he original Gwen Stacy she was supposed to be?
I'm not sure. And you know what? It's not even 100% that she is going to play
Mm.
Mary Jane.
That's another thing. Right.
It could
So
be
we're all
Silk.
going on.
Embedding that shit in there for like 3 movies down the line. How good would that be?
That would be interesting.
That
Yeah.
would be good.
That would be
Do
interesting.
the whole original Sin thing. She gets bitten just after
Hey, you
Peter.
might hit something. All right. That would be interesting. Okay. At let's see, 8:24 Eastern Standard Time on August the 21st, 2016, Paney's Comics has called it that this person is Silk, and if that happens, Paney, you win a big prize of yay!
Yeah, I win a Marvel No Prize.
You win a
All right,
Marvel
guys.
No Prize. There you go.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's wrap this up.
Sure.
And because I think we pretty much hit all the topics that was going on
not
this
much
week.
going on today, brother.
So I'll give it to you, Payne. Who give your shout outs and final thoughts?
Final thoughts is seriously, fucking buy Neverland. It is awesome. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did, but it is fucking dope as shit. Lost Boys being the band, the Savages being the rival gangs of the pirates, fucking Hook being a drug leader slash tattoo artist slash creepy pervert. It all just works so well, man. Trust me, buy it. Shout outs, that comic guy. Sorry, that comic book guy. He's sending me some a random act of kindness. I really appreciate that, bro. Can't wait for it to get here. Top lad, go subscribe to his channel.
Cool. All right, Marky 316. Final thoughts and shout outs.
Well, Firefox and shout outs to all you nice panel members, Jeff and Steven, for coming on for this quick little show, and that was awesome. And shout outs to everybody in the chat. Unfortunately, I cannot see you because I'm having my own damn computer issues right now. Friggin' Windows updates. God damn you, Bill Gates. Anyway, I don't know what was said, so shout out to everybody that came in and watched this. Just everybody. Shout out to Marty and Ray Jr. And all that stuff. Next Sunday we should be back on usual schedule and stuff like that. So other than that, everybody have a good night. And anybody that watching SummerSlam, enjoy. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Cool. Well, my final thoughts is, guys, keep reading comics, keep enjoying it, all that stuff. Shout out, first of all, shout out to your guys in the panel because Marty said he was having bad internet. Ray is out there shopping for comics. We just threw this together in like 5-10 minutes. So thank you guys for being on the show. Thank you guys for being on the chat. I appreciate it. And that's pretty much it, man. So, guys, until next week, y'all guys have a good one. Y'all guys keep reading. Take care.